I think we are really blessed to have this kind of a Rudram class here. Balaji has been very kind and very logical in taking this one. So we had Taittiriya Upanishad, the gateway to Vedanta, which brings the Karma Kanta to Jnana Kanta, where we saw the Upasanas as a means to transform from the Karma to Jnana. Because we know mind is a key instrument, key upadhi to understand the Paratattva. Therefore, to bring the mind to be an instrument for pramana, to knowledge, we need to clean it up. And therefore, to clean, we said, we will go through the upasana. That's why I think we did that. So then we come to the Rudram. It's also called Namakam and Chabangam because of the way it is read through. As he was mentioning, going through these meanings of the Rudram is like a version, and you can have infinite number of inferences to come through. But as the tradition recommends, singing it, recitation is very important. Learning to pronounce it and say it is very important. So the meaning can come later. Because meaning means you are bringing another faculty into this game, your intellectual faculty, which has got always a bit of an arrogance in that. It'll question, it'll contemplate. There's no time for that. Well, definitely we should do. In Upanishad, when you read, meaning is important. Upanishads are not slogas or adorations. But even though Rudram is called Rudropanishad, because it has got a Vedantic purport in it, the interpretation and inference should follow once we are completely engrossed in the sonic resonance and reverence that it gives you. So therefore, keep a tag on your intellectual stimuli and asking meaning right now, because it's very important just to take it Shraddha, that Shraddha Pramanam is more important than Artha Pramanam at this stage of the game. And for those of you who were in the Taittiriya Upanishad class, and we had started with what's called as Shikshavali. Do you remember that? What does it say?
Siksham Vyakyasyaamaha Varnaswaraha Matra Bhalam Samasantanaha Ityukta Sikshat Yayaha.
See, when you say this one, you need to have the bhalam, that didabasti. So you must have it with, because if you really, I have to say some meaning about it. Rudram is all about asking for things to God, but not very apologetically. We don't go to God and ask, please give me. No. We go ask regally. Why should we beg to Him? Give me that, give me this, give me that. That regal thing you need to have with the power of authority, give it to me, all those things. So therefore, in the pronunciation, in the sound, that didam has to be there, that punch has to be there. You know, in communication, it is not just the language that matters, not the word that matters, the intonation, how you pronounce it, how you put it in there. Yeah? So it's very important. Therefore, when Balaji labors to repeat us, I think follow that 100%. And you know, in the Dhyana class, we learned how to concentrate on. So to understand how you pronounce it and go into mind, you hear the silence. Your focus should be hearing the silence, not hearing what I say. When you focus on the silence, whatever I say is basically a disturbance to silence, so you will know it much better. So clarity, granularity will be much better. So that's what we should do. The other thing I wanted to say is that, again, we go back to Taittiriya Upanishad because that's a good gateway. What does it say? Swadhyaya Pravachanecha. Swadhyaya means that you learn, Parayanam, recite, self-learning through the Guru. Practice it. You see, practice is very important. Even if you're a great violinist, great golfer, great tennis player, you never say, I finished learning that. You practice it. Because if you don't practice, it will go away. Understand? And so much so in Vedas. And if you are learning all those things, nobody would say, I have finished learning Rudram. No way you can say that. You always learn. Because every time you learn, it reveals more and more and more. Therefore, there is no ending. Even the Guru will be learning it. So Swadhyayam has to be the fundamental role, the rule that we need to do. And we know we heard a lot of things in Taittiriya Upanishads.
Satyam cha swadhyaya pravachane cha tabaccha swadhyaya pravachane cha tamasya swadhyaya pravachane cha. It goes on like that.
All this you need to practice. In Valmiki Ramayana, the first sloka he says, tapaswadhyayana vratam. Valmiki says to Narada, you have been doing tapas penance every day. So the bringing it, see, this is very important. Okay, this is the great insight into this. We are transforming ourselves. We are not gaining knowledge. You can go to library, you can go to internet, you can read all the books. No problem. You can write a verse and chapter on it second day. You're not looking for knowledge here. You're looking for transformation. So that's why this Swadhyayam is very important, but I wanted to say that one. Because when you keep on repeating it, I think that's what he's trying to impose to you. Swadhyayam there. Okay, what is that we should do every day? What is that Swadhyayam that we should do? So it's got two parts, Swadhyayam, Pravachanam. Pravachanam is teaching. Okay, we are not qualified to teach yet, but we can also exchange it among the students. Okay, how did you learn that? How did you say it? Pronounce it. I will hear from you. That's in a way of Pravachanam, because you check yourselves on it. But what are the things that we should do, practice every day? Very simple is enough. Nama Sankirtanam is enough. But for those coming to on a Sunday, regularly coming, because you are already a Dhira. Dhiran means a valor, one who has got brave to control oneself. In Upanishad, all the rishis are called Dhiras. When you take up this Upanishad class, Vedanta class, you are already a Dhira. Because you're going to quell, you have a jihad in you. You're going to fight against yourself. So you are a Dhira. So for Dhiras, there are few things. I found one verse which is very interesting. It says, it says in your own culture, in everything in our tradition, we all follow certain Vedic rules. There are 3 Vedas and you follow. It's very difficult to finish everybody learning all the Vedas. So they say, okay, you follow the Rig Veda, you follow the Yajur Veda, you follow this Sada. So if you know it, in your parambara, what is there? It's called Swasoga Upanishad. In your natural thing, what is Upanishad? So, Swasoga Upanishad, Gita, Vishnur Nama Sakasraham, Rudramcha. So, first part is Swasoga Upanishad. Whatever the Upanishad that you think in your thing there, take that one. Vishnur Nama Sakasraham. So, Vishnu Sakasranama we can do. Rudranya Purusha Susuktam, Nitya Parayanam Bhutaka. So, Bhutaka means Vipraha, Viprajans, any Brahmin, or those who committed to learn these things. So if you're committed to learn this, you can take 4 of those things for a Nitya Parayana. Whatever the Upanishad that in your Kalparambra is given to you, okay. If you not learn Upanishad, fine. Vishnu Nama Sakasrakam, Vishnu Sahasranama, Rudrancha, Purusha Suktam, and Nitya Parayana. See, when people say, when somebody says, say this, do this, we should take it without question, because, when you go in a passage and say, don't go that way, there are a lot of thorns there, you go this way. And you see that there's a pathway. It doesn't need a PhD to understand, I should take this path, because somebody has gone through it, right? Why wasting time and experimenting it? So don't need to question this. Take in Shraddha. So, okay, Upanishad, we can learn from a guru like that, Upanishad, all that, but we don't know this. Vishnu Sahasranamam, brilliant, because it doesn't require very great niyamam. You can just read it anytime, you can do it anytime. So we have that mantra, we have this Rudra and Purusha Sukta. So it is telling you that you must read those things every day, do it. Therefore, if you have a Swadhyayam, this 4 is very good to do, at least 3 is very good to do, at least 2 is very good to do, at least 1 is very good to do. So you have to choose one of those things. Because what is the point of doing this? Because Japam and thing, in Japa Upanishad, it talks about 4 things. 4 things will give you everything. One is called Pranava Upasana, Omkara Upasana. In Taittiriya Upanishad, one of the Upasana is Omkara Upasana. It's quite difficult to do because that's why they prescribe for the sannyasis. But you know that sannyasis are not just wearing a brown clad cloth. Sannyasi is one who can actually give up and enunciate anything. So that's one part. Rudram, second one. It is as equal as Omkara Upasana. Rudram. Kashi Vasam, living in Kashi. Because living in Kashi is a great thing. People say that if you go and die, that even a goat dies that goes to Shvarga, they say, or Kailasha. But many people go there to die. I've been to Kashi, once I've seen that one. People go there, sit there, waiting for the death to come. 3-4 years, cold weather, they come back to her. Somebody goes there to Kashi for just one day, just have a pleasure trip, he goes and dies. So even that one, even if you try it, it's not in your hand. So Kashi Vasam, okay, fine, if God gives me, calls me, I'll go there. I can't really do for that. Vishnu Sahasranam. Vishnu Sahasranam is nothing but Rudram. You will understand when you learn that one. So it is simplified in so many ways that we should do. Even the name, just saying, I know there was you all heard that some Puranic story. This hunter is about to die. He calls his son. I'm going to die, so I haven't taught you anything. Son says, okay, teach me, Dad, what I should do. I can't say anything. Okay, Prahara, Samhara, Ahara. Prahara means go around, wander. Samhara, kill. Ahara, bring it back. But the way he said, if you take the vibhakti, it is hara, hara, hara. Yeah, it's just to such a point. Even the name is good enough to do. So Nama Sankirtanam is always there for us. But this is Rudra Nama Sankirtanam. Because if you read the Rudra Jabam, it can be a Japam, it can be Rudrabhishekam, it can be Rudra Nama Sankirtanam. So you can take it in any level to do the Swadhyayam. Don't worry, you can't pronounce it like a South Indian Purohit. Don't worry about that. It will come one day. But even if you take up one Nama, and what Nama to take? In this Rudram, I don't want to go to all the context of it. You all know it from maybe internet you can find out. It's in Yajurveda, in the middle of the chapter and all that. But the most interesting part is that in the 3 Vedas, Yajurveda is in the middle, in Taittiriya Upanishad in the middle, and out of this 11 Anuvagas is the 5th Anuvaga, 5th chapter. Rudra is there. On that, if you do the kind of a Padadi Kesha Varnana, when you do adore this God from foot to the toe, the heart is a place where the 8th Anuvagam comes in. And when you say the 8th Anuvagam, it talks about Shiva's name. Namah Shivaya, Shivadaraya Cha. Namah Shivaya comes in. So the scholars have analyzed that if you take the whole Vedas, the center is the Namah Shivaya mantram. That's the only place Namah Shivaya comes in. And then it centers the Shiva. So at the end of the day, it is bringing that Shiva as the center of the whole course of it. Then your logical mind will come, then why can't it call it Shivam? Why is it called Rudram? Shivam is the main thing. And what is a Rudra? Always in picture as with a Jadamudi, with that kind of a spear in the hand, Kabbalas and this thing there, Ugram. Sometimes horrible to look at, fearful to look at. Why is that there? Shivam and Rudram are no different. Shivam is auspicious, as you know, Mangalam, benign, forever existing. Purnam, Sampurnam. See, Purnam means fulfilling, right? Anandam, complete. But if something is complete, can it have a boundary? If its boundaries is incomplete. If something is complete, it has to be all-pervasive. If it's all-pervasive, there's no end to it. There's no boundary to it. Can you put a figure to it? Because every figure needs is a border. So you cannot really draw Shivam into a murti. It's all-fulfilling, all-pervading. If it's all-pervading, everything is in there. You can't see it. If you can't see it, it's beyond your knowledge. If it's beyond your knowledge, it's called darkness. It's called Kala. Kala means black in color. It basically means darkness, beyond, incomprehensible. But Kala also means time. So therefore Shivam has got time. Time is in Shivam. But if it's time, the space comes in. Space doesn't exist without time. So he's time and space. See, why it is darkness? Shivratri also darkness. We talked in the Shivratri time also. Darkness. Shiva is Tejomayam, effulgence, light. How can it be dark? Because light cannot be seen. You see this book because this object stops the flow of light. Therefore it reflects. Everything that you see is not light. An object that reflects light. That's why when you go to this space, you think the space will be all bright, the sun is there, it will be completely dark. Sunlight is there. You can't see it because there's nothing to stop it. But if you see a little satellite flying through, you will see it because satellite is reflecting the sunlight. So it is Kala, darkness, auspicious. Everything is there. But therefore, if you need to have manifestation, there must be a change in this Shiva. Agna Vishnu. The Agna is the power of Agni, light, Tejas. Vishnu is that change that brings in there. Shiva, Shakti. Rudra. So when that explosion comes in, like a roaring explosion, when there's nothing there and something comes out of it, there must be a thunder, right? How do you express that? A roar. Something arose. Rudram. But once the forms comes in, trouble comes in, is it not? Forms means duality, variability, big, small, good, bad. The Laukikam comes in. So we are in that trap, therefore we get fear. So who we should worship? If you manifest this into two forms, I want to get the Shivam, but the predominant form of Rudra is the one that you should give me a relief from this. See, Bhayam is an important feature for living. All things come from Bhayam, fear. The fear comes because of duality. If there is anything other than you, there is fear. Even your loved ones are there, is a fear. Duality is good, means fear. So to have the Nirbhayam, to have that Abhayam, we therefore ask the Rudra, protect me. So the whole Rudram is to protect, to get Abhayam. So if you need to know the meaning of it, I give one simple word. Rudram gives you Abhayam. All of the means, Gothumachmi, Madhurachmi, give me that wheat, give me that paddy, give me that thing. All this is all just way around it. So the Shivam is that Bhayamless state, the complete Mangala Harmonic state. The Rudram is the one that is good. He is like a father. The father, what he does, he will give you, but if you don't do things, he'll slap you. And if you cry, he will carry you on a lap and say, okay, don't worry, I will give you something back. So you tell the Dad, I want to play with you, I want to talk to you. Please don't take that stick. Right? So we're going to say that. Don't take your bow. Don't bring your fierce thing onto me. You're going to, when the meaning is told to you later, you will see that we are going to worship his bow. Please don't bring the bow towards me. So if you take a literal meaning, it will look like there's a God there, he's going to have a bow, he's going to keep around shooting people around, and you go and pray for him. No. He's a father, he's going to guide you, and he said, look, don't do that one. Give me a bhayam. So we do that one kind of thing. So let me just finish with this one. So what therefore we do in the Rudra Japam or Rudra Parayana is that we go very majestically. See, we are not worried about just our little house and our street, our community, all our little problems. Because God has made us, give us the intellect, not to just ponder about your little self. Look up the sky, the whole Taittiriya Upanishad is that. Look up the sky, so many planets, and we are a little bit of a dust particle in it. When are you going to enjoy all these things? You are made to enjoy all these things. Look at the grand scale of the things. When you look at all those things, there is a kind of reverential fear in you. Who made all those things? Then we say, that is Rudra. Then I say, look, if you made all those things, everything in there, it must be you. So you must be that thief. You must be that dog eater. It's going to come in the slogan. You are everything. You are the robber. You are a dacoit. You are the Parabrahma. By the way, I am part of you. Therefore, why should I worry? Keep your bows and arrows separately. But what the problem is, Shiva is such a compassionate God. Now, when he gives everything that you want, but he always checks whether you are fit to have that thing. You know the story of Arjuna, right? So Arjuna was doing Vanavasam. He has to go wander around this forest as a part of his problem with the Kauravas. So Vyasa calls him and says, look, don't just loaf around the garden. Every day should be spent usefully. That's very important insight. There's not a single moment should be wasted in life. We just idle around. No, nothing else. I'm just laying. Don't laze around. Even then you must have something gain, because time is precious. Time just goes away. So he tells him, go and worship, do penance on Lord Shiva. And by the way, the war is coming. You need a bow. He's got a Pasupad system. Aim for it, collect it. So Arjuna is a great disciple. He jumps onto it. He goes to penance. He's very rigorous penance he's doing. Many, many days, months. And then there's what do you call that? Mullamandri? Pokemon. So there's a Purana says, Duryodhana ask Ashurakal Mukashra. Oh, this Arjuna has gone there to pray to God Shiva. Go and disturb him. So this guy comes as a Pokemon, and then he comes there to jump on you. Arjuna is meditating, tapas. But the vasanas hardly go, right? That's why I told you, when I come to Japa classes, you should leave all your burdens out there. Yeah, you just cannot fight at home and say, let me go and relax in the Japa class. You cannot relax. You have to be as you are everywhere. So his vasana is heading, so he can smell this Pokemon coming. So he took an arrow, shot him. You can shoot him, eyes closed. He's a warrior. He got killed. When he opens the eye, and you see a family coming there. A hunter, his wife, a couple of pigs. He said, hey man, how the hell you can kill my Pokemon? I'm chasing it since last 3 miles, it's mine. Arjuna said, okay, doesn't matter, I don't eat all those things, take it away. I said, beg your pardon? I don't eat anybody's kill. I'm a hunter, I kill myself. How did you kill my one? So the argument goes, no, I killed it. I was doing penance, it came and disturbed me, I killed it. How can you, in penance, how can you have a bow and arrow? So the fight goes in. You know who I am? Arjuna says, you know who I am? I am Arjun. I'm waiting for you. You are a guy I want to fight with. You have been flabbergasting everywhere and I want to really challenge you. So they get up, they fight. For everything Arjuna is a great warrior, everything he shoots arrows, Shiva shoots back. Could never win. He throws arrow, hits him, punches him, they wrestle. Then Shiva took his left foot, hunter is a Shiva anyway, he kicks him on the sky. And he falls down and then he gets up and he sees Lord Shiva. Then he says, oh God, I was praying for you and why you have to do this ordeal to me? Shiva says, okay, what did you pray for? What's your penance for? Pashupastram. Then I need to check whether you are capable of handling it. It's a very important lesson. You don't give a knife to a child without teaching them how to use a knife. So the insight I want to tell you is that, therefore, when you seek peace, when you seek prosperity, when you seek things from God, what comes to you first is not this. It comes to you challenges. It tests you. If you give up, look, I come and pray to you, you give me trouble, I'm losing my job, I have difficulties at home. What are you for? That means you are giving up, you are missing the opportunity. He's testing you. Are you fit enough for it? Endure it. Take it. That's why in this whole thing it talks about, please don't shoot the arrow at me, but you stand up, but demand. So it is an important thing that you should learn is that when you do the Rudra Japam, Rudra Parayan, you do Admartama. See, all this Parayana, you can do Kamyartam with a particular reason for it, or you can do Admartam. Nothing you expect for it. When you do that one, it happens. So that is why it's called Rudra. So Rudra is the main part of it. And I think the meaning is so profound. This is not just a Japa mantra, it's a whole Parayana. As you know, Parayana is just singing it once. Japam is just repeating it, a part of it. Since we are now moving towards the Japa part, I think maybe 5 minutes, maybe we can just do as a regular thing what we do. So please sit straight. For those of you who just come new, just follow it through. Keep your back straight. The Sahaja Mudra, if you can open the eye and see. So Sahaja Mudra is having both hands together, right palm on the left palm, the both thumbs touching each other. Keep it there. Relax your elbows, relax your shoulders, neck straight, and then close your eyes gently. We do a Sankalpa. Oh God, as there is nothing more important than being with oneself, this place, this time is given to me to be with myself. So help me God. Just be relaxed. You're sitting on this Mother Earth. Feel that the earth becomes your body. It is a Prithvi that touches your feet, toe, on the bottom. You are just sprouting from the Mother Earth. And in the Mother Earth, the ocean of water is in your abdomen. Feel the water in the abdomen. Apaha. That is the life-giving nectar, this embodiment. On the left side of your above the abdomen is the stomach. Just feel the glow of light, the little fire that gives the warmth. The digestive fire, the prana fire. Feel the warmth. Visualize it. Doesn't matter if the thoughts come and go. Just focus on what I say. That fire, the Vaishvanara, is nurtured by the prana, the breathing that goes through the nostrils and fills your lungs. Now have a deep breathing without any struggle. Inhale deep. As you breathe in, see your stomach is bulging out as if you're filling the balloon. And as you exhale, it contracts. Be deliberate in doing that, but without struggle. Vayu Tvameva pratyaksham brahma vadishyami. So the Prithvi, the Apaha, the Agni, the Vayu, the four important bhutas that makes this body. As you breathe in and breathe out, feel that emanates from the throat and spreads throughout the face. The container of all this is the face, the space between the earlobes, the foreheads, the nostrils. The space pervades. As you breathe in and breathe out, let your hearing be in the distant silence. Not at the murmuring of slogas, not at the opening of the doors. Just something in the background. Keep your right hand with the pranayama mudra. That is your tongue, your thumb and your two fingers tied together. Take it to your nose with the left nostrils closed, with the right nostrils. Inhale deeply and slowly. As much as you can, and then close both nostrils. For a moment, pause it, then open the left nostrils. Exhale slowly. The trick is to be slow. Your exhalation time is normally to be twice the inhalation time. Inhale, momentary pause, exhale slowly. As you exhale, a momentary pause, inhale. Without struggle. As you exhale, say in your mind, the Om goes and merges in the momentary pause. Then you inhale. Don't say Om, just inhale slowly. Momentary pause. And exhale. Sthiram Sukhamasana. Your body is fit. It is sitting straight, relaxed. You are hearing and all the senses are focused on the silence. The prana is now getting the rhythm. Last 3, deep inhalation. Last one. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Breathing is life. This is your life. Exhale it. Bring your hands to the Sahaja Mudra. Don't worry about the breathing anymore. Let it go smoothly. Thoughts may come and go. What we are interested is in the awareness of the thought. It's a difference between a thought and an awareness. Thought records, awareness witnesses. Now we do Gayatri Japa, just 10 times. I'll say the first time, then subsequently you can say it in your mind. We always say the Gayatri with the Om in the front and the Om in the back. Om Bhur-bhuvasvah Tatsavidurvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhur-bhuvasvah Tatsavidurvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om. And more times. Last 3. Om Bhur-bhuvasvah Tatsavidurvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhur-bhuvasvah Tatsavidurvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhur-bhuvasvah Tatsavidurvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Relax. We took the Gayatri Japa. Gayatri Mantra is, as we discussed last time, is the profound and it's a mantra of everything. So it will be very nice if you can actually do this before you come to Rudra class next time, because it really makes you very receptive of this. So you know this Japa technique, so maybe 20 minutes, 15 minutes before the class, cleanse your mind, do the Gayatri Japa, and then when you come to the class, I think when Balaji teaches it, it goes in there. So Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamadashyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So rub your hand. Close your eyes. Wipe your eyes.